Hi, welcome back to the Knit for Brains podcast. As you can tell, it looks a little different. Alisha's not here, and this is our special edition of being in Arkansas. And today I'm here with...
Hey, I'm Lori Hellberg with Arkansas Yarn Company, and so excited to have Laura and Miss Moo here visiting with us. We're having a lot of fun.
Yes. And we are in Melbourne, as she said, in her yarn store, which opened when?
My ribbon cutting was May 30th, and my grand opening was June 8th. It's like a whole lot of stuff has happened between then and now.
Yes. So, and you guys have seen a lot of her yarn. I have showed before she opened the store, she was on Etsy, and then also now she has her own website and the store, which I have shown a ton. So we came for a visit. We're here for a few days. We've been doing lots of things.
We've been doing lots of things. Lots of things. Yesterday we went to Goodwill.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, Goodwill outlet, guys. Not just a Goodwill store. It was an experience.
It was stinky.
That we probably won't repeat.
Yeah.
So when
I'm pretty sure that I embarrassed Laura because I had in my bag, well, I did kind of warn her that I'm going to put some gloves on because I'm not rifling through stuff without anything on my hands. So
it's not like the normal store where you walk in and everything, has sections. You walk in and it's a bunch of big blue bins.
That are on rollers.
That are just loaded with
junk.
Everything.
Junk.
Nothing separated. If you're looking through clothes, you're going to run across men's, women's, children, everything all in one. And calculators.
And the other thing you run across is stalkers, because there are people who hang out by the doors. They have these great big double doors that they push these great big bins out at. And there are literally people standing right there. And they're waiting for those bins to come out. And then it's en masse to wherever they're going to move them to.
Yes.
And then, like Brett was going to get... They attack. They attack the bin. So anyway.
You went up there once.
Yeah.
When it been, but then it was just like, no.
So we've checked that off our to-done list. Check.
Never to do again.
Yeah, never do again. Not having it.
What else did we do? We went to the quilt store yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Got some new fabric, guys.
Very cool. Very cool. Sweet baby.
We've been doing some knitting at home.
Yes,
do you want to show what you've been working on?
So I've done a thing. Look at this cute little bag. So Laura taught me how to do the Turkish cast on. Y'all won't know this, but I'm not really a sock knitter.
Tell them how long your first pair took you.
Well, that's like so not nice because she just threw me into the bus, y'all. So here's what happened.
This is gonna help. This is gonna help other viewers.
Oh, is this gonna make people feel better about themselves?
Exactly.
So I've been knitting Scott a pair of socks for 5 years now. 5. But 6 of them, I've been working on this store, my business, and
she has not enjoyed doing the socks. Is the problem?
Yeah, I'm kind of not a fan of my yarn.
That I think too, it was the way that you were knitting them.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because since she learned the Turkish cast on, she's been knitting away at home and going,
look,
this is so fun.
But I'm doing it on these teeny little needles.
So we cast it on the longer ones.
We did.
And she magic looped into the increases. And then after her toe increases were done, she switched over to the circs.
Yeah. So I have these little bitty knitting needles, and I'm like, Laura doesn't really like them, but I love them. But they have these little...
I can't say I don't like them. I've never used them.
Okay.
But I'm a 2 at a time girl, which you are going to be turned into a 2 at a time girl as well.
So they come in this little bitty... They come in this little bitty kit. And these teeny tiny short ones are my very favorite. Look how little those are. I love them. But they kind of fall out of this little kit, so you have to be careful with it. But so I've been doing mine on these little bitty needles.
Now these are available on your online.
They are available on my online store, ArkansasYarnCo.com.
Chagoos, which are, you guys know, me and Alisha have knit with the fixed chagoos. We do like a chagoo a lot.
They're my favorite. I really like it because I feel like I'm really trucking along.
But our goal for tonight is she now has the 47-inch cable, so she's going to knit 2 at a time.
Right. I think one of the reasons why I don't really like socks is because I didn't want to go to a very small needle. Like, I'd rather not do it because I just don't want to go to a small needle. But I discovered that I like the feel of the fabric on my foot better if the stitches are smaller.
Mm-hmm. So if you have knit a pair of socks and I've heard people actually say they hurt their feet.
It does hurt my feet.
The problem is you're using too big of a needle.
Yes.
You need to go to a smaller needle. Yes, you'll have to figure out how many cast on stitches, how many stitches you want to add to the toe.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you haven't done toe up.
Oh, I have done toe up.
But not with the
not with the Turkish.
Okay.
So Turkish was way, way, way better. I usually use Judy's Magic,
Mm-hmm.
and to me it feels a little fiddly.
Mm-hmm.
This was a little fiddly too, but it was
you got
a
over
lot.
it very
Yes. So here's the takeaway: if you have not tried the Turkish cast on, do it. That's all I'm saying. It's a miracle, people.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle, people. So yesterday we came in early to the store.
Yes.
And we did a thing. We dyed a yarn
Mm-hmm.
of our inspiration was a picture of Miss Olivia.
Keep talking, I can pull up the picture.
Okay, she's gonna pull it up. So,
did you want to show the other video first, though?
oh, yes,
Hold on. It's okay. See, we're winging this, folks.
we're winging it.
It's okay, though.
Also, this is my first time doing a podcast,
They're
so
used to
I'm
it.
like new.
So you
new,
guys
new.
have probably seen this picture before. That was Olivia. You got it, honey. And that was our inspiration photo. So now we're going to go ahead and let the husband/producer hop in the video of our fun that we had on doing this.
He's our cameraman, people.
There's her famous her gloves. Super.
Look at this. Speaking of flour. I like to see how it distributes.
That's like, ooh, I like blue.
Oh, yeah.
Just trying to get all the little dye particles mixed up. Well, I like things to be nice, neat, and tidy, and
Well, I'm
organized.
laughing because you really got some fancy spoons.
Well, I know. Did you zoom in on my fancy
You gotta
spoons?
see these fancy spoons, honey. Look at those. They are all Lori.
Yeah. So I turn them upside down because if I leave them like this and there's any dye particles,
It stays in there.
it does stay in there, but I don't want to, by chance, drag my yarn
Gotcha.
and attract color that I didn't want in that color. And that one must break up. All right. So we're going to do this dip. So did you get my tippy toes?
She's vertically challenged. He's going down and getting them.
Got him now.
He's like, no, I was watching the balloon come out.
See how the water is lightening up
Mm-hmm.
because the dye is sticking to the yarn and
Transferring to
it's
the
yes. All right. So
Somebody went to sleep.
I'm going to cover this towel so that I don't get any other color on it. I'm going to come back and darken this. So I want this to be a little darker.
I was just thinking that too. A little too close.
Dry it off so there's no drips. That's more what I had in mind. I'm going to actually add a little bit of darker and just give a tad bit of a darker so that it has more like that flame look. It's a lot of steps, but pretty yarn isn't easy.
Brett's going to appreciate my yarn more after seeing all this.
Mm-hmm.
She's getting me here with some blue flames. You know, I like blue in my flames. So.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
This is the part that's super cool that you get to be like artistic. All right. So we want our light pink to be next and have dark pink on the end.
That's fine.
Okay. So the majority of that picture is the pink.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I left the majority of this color.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring
Some more
this. Mm-hmm. If you notice, I work in a very clean environment, so it's okay for this yarn to sit here because there's no color on anything. I bleach everything after I'm done. Every single time I dye yarn, I tidy everything back up so that it's nice and neat and clean. And precise. I'll get this dab of blue. That's awesome because that's just the very lightest pink, just like we wanted. Bring it down into our flame.
Brett's like, why'd you have to run it with pink?
Run it with pink. We enhanced it with pink.
This is based off that unicorn picture of the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody woke up again.
Okay. I think I'm going to add just a tad bit more of this lighter pink, and then all this is going to be that darker pink, which is still not too terribly much. And maybe you might like to do that.
She's trusting.
It's just yarn.
It's just.
Somebody will buy it. So sometimes when you step away and you look, you come back, you can
more
see.
spots to fill in.
So I just kind of want to start bringing it up. this back. We'll see how it looks.
It looks like Kool-Aid.
It might not be dark enough.
That's what I was wondering.
Nope. So I want to show you something. This is amazing to me, and I love this part. So when you see how it broke into red and yellow, so when you speckle with this, you're going to have some orange, you're going to have some yellow, you're going to have some pink, maybe a little bit of magenta in there. I love to see this because you get to see how it's going to break when you speckle with it. And I like how it bursts. It looks like 4th of July. It's a very, very light pink anyway, naturally, so sometimes it's going to take a little bit more. It's easier to add to than take away. You want to pour some? Just color.
She's trusting. That's hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
She's like, where am I on, Lauren? It's okay.
So focused.
Yes. Well, would you stop? Making fun of me.
It's pretty.
You know, this is your
It's fun, isn't it?
granddaughter's yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
So I just kind of want to add a little bit of, just a tad bit at the bottom. Just bring it up a little. I like that.
Me too. Of course, you know we're blue people.
Yeah. Well, I prefer the pink part.
Obviously.
And we're like, blue.
So we're going to let that sit for a little bit and get the color that we want. Make sure that it kind of stays in its place. We'll flip over and fill in where it needs to be filled in. kind of need to fill in right now. I really like my tops solid.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do this. Put the lid on it for a little bit, like 5 minutes. We'll come back, we'll flip, and we'll begin again. The pink, and then I'll come back and do the blue. We might even just blend. I think we're gonna blend the pink right in with the blue.
She has a plan.
You gotta have a plan.
It's almost
That's
like
the
she's
thing.
done this before.
You definitely
a few
have to
times.
have a plan. It's easier just to mix, for me, to mix it in these pans. And then I can add more water, add more citric acid, add more color. I'm gonna add a tad bit more, and then I'm gonna lighten this up with some water. And I have the luxury of having a lot of space and a lot of table to 10 wells to work with. So it's a luxury for sure. So I can do it this way. This will make a beautiful sweater. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this glue that I have to lighten up. So I'm distributing the color in my fingers. Let's make a gorgeous little sweater.
Mm-hmm. You know how Peanut loves sweaters.
She comes by it naturally. I really like how the pink and the blue blended together, and that it made a little bit of purple, so it goes right in that unicorn theme. I'm going to add a little more water and lighten this up and fill in right back here. So I'm going to dump out, because the molecules of the dye don't change, just the quantity. So you got to remove some of it too. You're like the best cameraman ever.
I don't know about that, but
When I was on TV, that camera guy he didn't follow me like this.
No, when we podcast, he just sets it up and makes it work.
first time really doing anything like this. So.
So now I'm kind of marrying everything back together. And I'm filling in spots. And this is done. And here's what we do. We take it, it's super hot. Sits. And we steam it, and we're done. Well, sparkle is done. I'm adding a little bit of cold water because now I'm going to put my hands in this, and it's super hot.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking if you have a button band. Yeah.
Lori's a thinker.
So we're just making it super tonal. See?
Brett's like, that's what I'm talking about, all blue.
This one's for you, Brett. Again, it's super hot. Sparkle.
How pretty.
So we're going to go ahead and pop it in here.
Oops.
There we go.
And we're cooking.
All done. So I'll turn these off. I'll turn this off. We're steaming in this one where my timer is. And these are nothing. So, all good. So I'm rinsing the pink part first because I don't want any of the blue to
go
come
onto
onto
the
the
pink.
Right. Just in case. It shouldn't happen, but just in case. Okay, now it's going in the spin dryer. Maybe it'll be balanced. And it's
That
running
really starts
clear.
spitting the water out first.
Yeah.
Real fast,
Yeah,
I
it
mean.
does. Running clear, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. If it's not clear, I pull this out, I re-rinse until this is perfectly crystal clear out of the faucet clear. It's really important to me that it, so it kind of has, it looks like it has a bit of a tint, but I have it on a black towel so that the microfiber absorbs a little bit better and it distributes the water a little bit better, and so I don't have a wet spot just sitting on my wood floors. So it's all ready. So I'm gonna walk over here. My husband made me this wall. So one thing I like to do is snap it all back to, so everybody goes back where they live. Also, I'm a perfectionist, so I like for it to look perfect. See, there's no little curlies in there. That's what I like. Put that here to dry. How pretty it is.
That is gorgeous. Snap, snap.
And I'm not just treating this gently because you're recording this. This is how I treat the yarn all the time. Everybody gets love. Yep. Let's rinse the companion.
Get out of there soon.
So this one has a lot of water, a lot of color still in the water. Well, by a lot I mean there's a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you. I will be rinsing this over a little bit. And I rinse it in a bucket because I like to see when it runs clear.
What's coming out of it?
Yeah. But look at the color.
Gorgeous.
And now we're clear.
Now you're going to get to see your favorite part, right? The water that goes whooshing.
It's quite amazing how much comes out of there so fast. That is like my very biggest and best investment. Well, that's not my biggest investment because this building is my biggest investment. But this was my best investment because I now no longer have to put all that extra strain on my body, my shoulders, my neck, because it does all the work for me. It takes out about 90% of the water. So if I dye this at 8 o'clock this morning, ideally I could ship it out tonight. I won't. I always wait till at least the next day, but it's completely dry. And you can touch it now. It's almost dry.
Yeah, it's not so wet.
Also, I run a dehumidifier in here, so I'm getting the majority of the moisture out of this air too, because, you know, in Arkansas, we've got a lot of moisture. I love the movement. Look at that. Ta-da, ta-da. All done.
Okay, guys, now that you've seen this, you want to show the yarn?
Yes. So this was our inspiration.
No, back a little. There you go.
Look how beautiful. And of course, sparkle.
Well, yeah. Because I specialize in sparkle yarn, people. It is so beautiful. So you want to see it twisted up?
Of course they do.
Look, this is my favorite part.
And the producer's favorite part is just all the blue.
He likes all the blue. And then we decided to do a companion.
This is gorgeous.
Oh, I should do it like this.
Yeah. Look how pretty, guys.
See how pretty they look together. I love it so much. Anyway,
We
had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a perfect match for that
It
photo.
is.
It really goes well.
also, it perfectly matches my new bag she gave me. Look how pretty.
Which we might have some of those in the shop when I get back, so don't worry.
Yeah.
As you can see, we kind of have our display set up here. You want to show them the strawberry shortcake yarn you?
Yes, so while Laura's been here, we've been having a trunk show. And she made these little bags for our store. And we dyed yarn to match. Let me open this one up. So you can see it as Miss Alisha says, naked. So this little bag has these little bitty sections of rainbow. So I made a little bitty section of rainbow. And you can't really tell, but there's a very light blue section on each end of the yarn. And the center was light pink. And then I did strawberry speckles inside. It's so pretty.
It's such a good match.
It's such a perfect match. Look at that.
Do you want to show them your favorite thing about the bag?
This is my favorite part of the bag. See these two little corners right here? Look at that. Like, I want to do that over and over again because I love it.
It's been so funny since she got
But, y'all, look at the cute little liner that she did. I just love this little bag, and I have a lot of stuff in it, so I'm a little sock.
Yeah.
Hey, have y'all ever seen this vintage Felici Coney Island? This is like 9 years old. Because I was going to knit socks all this time. She gave me a special, she gave me part of her strawberry shortcake from Desert Vista Dye Works in here. This was my gift. Nah, this little bag. Look how much room is in here.
Yeah, I have a hat in mine. Full cane and a hat.
I love this bag.
It fits a lot, actually.
Like, see all these 5 that are still left? Those are going to be mine, I think.
Yes.
I love them so much.
She'll have the zippered ones as well, medium.
They're so amazing. I love it. It makes me happy to do this. It slides so nicely. That's probably my favorite part.
So today I think we're going to hang around here for a while.
We are.
We're going to go eat. And then we're going to another quilt store.
Yes.
Brett can't wait.
He's going to be pushing Moo Moo around in her baby stroller.
No, I had to yesterday. He just found a seat and sat.
He did. He did.
And then speaking of the baby, we're going to take her for Dairy Queen, because that's her thing. Mm-hmm. And go to Sam's Club. I thought there was somewhere else, but...
Oh, we are. We're going to go to Kilwin's.
Yes. Got to get my caramels.
Yes. We are. It's kind of rainy here today, and we have, it's safe to say we have 100% humidity.
But it's nice. Like I had
this morning.
Yeah, this morning it was really nice.
But it hasn't been all that nice. It's pretty hot.
It's been humid.
It's hot as 5 hills here, y'all. 5. Sometimes it's 7.
I was going to say, sometimes she tells me 7, actually.
Yeah. That's when it's really hot, like 107. It's hot.
So, now, Brett did a
tour
of the store when he came in.
You didn't show them my messy office, are you? Are you going to show them my messy office?
No.
My office is messy, y'all.
Are you going to put that at the end of this so they can kind of see the store then?
Sure.
Okay.
It's just a little.
So, at the end, it's just a little...
It's a montage.
It's like a little 1-minute kind of walkthrough so you guys can kind of get an idea of her store. And she has done pictures on her Instagram, ArkansasYarnCo, and she does do some lives every once in a while as well.
I did one.
So,
and also, if y'all did catch it, you probably heard my voice quivering, and what you didn't see was my bones shaking. I'm trying to get better.
She's not used to that.
No,
we're just like, oh, okay, time to record. So one of the things I want to mention while we're here is your advent calendar.
Oh, y'all, my advent calendar. I like to do #AdventEnvy because I think my advents are pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah.
But and Lush,
the last 2 years.
Yes.
I had one and I shared every day with them and the goodies.
Yes. So they're pretty lush. This year they're very limited edition, and our theme is Grinch. So the goodies that are coming in it, y'all, I'm so excited about. The cutoff date for that's going to be September 3rd. So if you have been thinking, there's a lot of people who have them in their shopping carts, and if you have it in your shopping cart and you don't check out by September 3rd, it's not going to be available anymore, because I need to start getting the makers that I have making things for it. I need to start getting them going on it because it's going to ship out November 15th. Again, it's sparkle, as always, because it's my brand. I specialize in sparkle yarn. And there's, I imagine, going to be some green in it. I don't know. It's Grinch.
It's Grinch.
But there's some really cool things going in it. We're super excited about it. We love doing the advent calendars. I already got the little treat bags. They're green chevron. Or maybe they're just green stripe. I let Jessica pick out this year, and it's a lot of fun. And you know what, you guys, the yarn's going to be unique in that I have a dyeing assistant now, and she's not here, obviously. She's not here right now, but her name is Tracy. She's really awesome. She also is a hairstylist, and I think that she's going to be a great asset, put a little bit different flair on the yarn. She'll still be dyeing to my recipes, but that's going to be fun. So some yarn is going to be a little more unique. We're kind of playing around with Jessica having her own line of yarn. We're trying to think of some names for it, but I kind of like Not My Mama's Yarn.
So there's lots of stuff
Lots
going
of
on
things
here
going
at
on,
Arkansas
and also
Yarn Co.
I'm kind of thinking it's not so bad podcasting and being on TV. I was on TV too, y'all.
You just have to get your daughter, and it's always easier when it's not just you.
It's way easier when it's
you
not just
have
you.
that other person.
Yes.
to
I definitely agree with that.
And Jess is a fast knitter. Like,
she's so fast,
guys,
y'all.
she would have tons of stuff to show you.
She would. She just finished Stevens West Batad, and it is gorgeous. It's beautiful. She also is working on the Soldotna, and September 28th. If y'all live in the area, we are doing a Soldotna color consultation clinic, and we'll have little kits made up, and then you can kind of, if you live locally or, 2 or 3 hours away. We're literally, Malvern, Arkansas is literally right off of I-30, and we have 2 exits right off the interstate, so it's super easy to find. We're on Main Street in the historic district, but we're going to do the Soldotna Color Consultation Clinic, and you can come in. We'll help you pick out colors. We'll help you place them where they're going to be on the sweater. But and Jessica's doing one right now in neons, and it's so amazing. She actually has it at home with her. I would give y'all a sneak peek of it because it's bright, y'all, really, really bright.
It's when I walked in, I thought she was working on like a Halloween sweater.
It does kind of look like that because
Halloween-ish.
it's lime green and orange,
There's some orange and
black. It's actually a dark gray, but it's super pretty.
It looked black to me, but I'm colorblind.
She also just finished the As If tee. And I'm special dyed yarn. She is supposed to bring that. So we'll take pictures, and maybe Brett can pop it in at the end so y'all can see. But Jessica is an amazing knitter. She's just a little shy.
Yeah.
She doesn't get her talking skills from me.
No.
She's a lot more like her daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott's
Although he can talk.
Yeah, he can.
Him and Brett were out there when we were in. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, we just kind of wanted to pop in and say hello. And remember, the deadline for her advent is September 3rd.
Yeah.
And then stay after we close here so you can see the yarn store.
Yeah, I think you're going to see pictures of Moo's Grand Adventure.
I think that's going to be a separate video.
Is that going to be a separate video? Well, y'all are going to have to stay tuned for that.
Well, because she's not done with her adventure yet.
I know. Yeah, that's true.
So that'll probably be when we get home. We're taking pictures of Moo on the trip. It's kind of like our trip through Moo Moo Pictures.
Yes.
So we will, that'll probably be when we get back home because we might take pictures on our way to home.
Yes.
And we have a couple days yet here. So we will, at least in the pictures you won't hear her whining.
She's saying home.
Yeah. She's a little out of sorts lately, so.
She is.
Right. We will see you guys later.
Hey, bye. Y'all.
I guess I emptied that 142.
So they are.
Oh, thank you.
I like those.
I like the she and the mom. Yes, girl.
I think you would appreciate those. You seem like a tempered.
She bought this fabric in Vegas and she sent it to her. And then she's like,
My sister is the hard
liner.
one.
And
I'm
it
kind
was
of Yes, but appreciation.
Well, Brett picked
people
out that
fall
liner.
into two categories. They either like timber or they don't like timber.
Oh, no.
There's really no
Yeah,
in the middle.
yeah. I was gonna say my sister is the one. She's the hardcore.
Yes.
But yes, I definitely have an appreciation.
So Haley came and dusted.
Wow.
She put labels on. We did get a new table. It's in the back.
Oh yeah.
Way back there.
Yes.
Hold on.
So,
How much are the bags?
Jessica.
Yes, ma'am. Or off the top of my head either, but the tags.
Yeah, the one that's cute. I'm surprised you don't like the uniform.
Lori really took a liking to those
Its
uniforms.
name is teal. Which is one of your favorite colors.